G'day, my name's Ashley and I'm a financial planner with Consortium Private Wealth. Today I'm going to have a quick yarn about tax returns, and I'm going to just go through some interesting figures that the government's MoneySmart website have released, and they sort of describe how people go about how they do their tax returns and some key statistics on how people may spend their tax refund. So we definitely found it interesting, and I'm sure you may as well. Now, they went on to mention that 84% of individuals complete their tax returns on time, which is quite a good result, I think. The average tax refund is just over $2,500 per individual, and 33% of people decide to do their tax returns themselves. So obviously the remainder will get an accountant to do it on their behalf. Now, with a tax refund average return of around $2,500, which it was a little bit more than I thought it would be, you may want to know how people spent their refund. So the MoneySmart website released a questionnaire, and this is what their users or people who had the time to fill the questionnaire, this is how they responded. 29% of those respondees decided to pay bills with their refund. 21% decided to save it, while 16% didn't get a refund whatsoever, so they were the unlucky ones. 13% of individuals decided to repay, make some credit card payments or put some money towards their loans. So as you can see, a bit of a trend here, the majority of people are paying off debt. 9%, if we're going to go along with debt here, 9% paid a contribution towards the home loan, whilst only 5% went away and took a holiday. So they utilised the refund to head off somewhere. Another 5% spent their refund on other things, such as, it could be, listed here as car rego or tyres or education or sort of other miscellaneous expenses, while only 2%, which is surprising, and as I thought the majority of people would splash the refunds on, some things around the house, such as televisions and microwaves, only 2% spent their refunds on household appliances. Now, you may be in the process of doing your own tax return, and you may be looking for a bit of guidance on, what would be a good way to spend or put your money towards if you're lucky enough to get a refund. You may consider reducing some debt stress and freeing up some of your regular cash flow. So by reducing debt stress, you're focusing on, much like other people were, credit cards, personal loans, a contribution towards your mortgage, or help pay outstanding bills or fines. You may decide to, if you're on top of all your debt obligations, you may decide to stash it away for a rainy day. So, this is beneficial in case of emergencies or unexpected costs. You may want to put it into superannuation. A personal contribution into super these days, if your income's, is around the $40,000 a year mark. As an example, if you put $1,000 into super, you may be entitled to the government co-contribution, which is an additional $500 that the government will pay into your superannuation. So there's a way to sort of help your super grow. And you may be saving for your own home deposit. So here's a bit of a jump start. If you want to spoil yourself, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So you may decide to, use your tax refund, and take a break or do some home improvements or just pamper yourself a little bit. Now, I hope this information was of interest to you, and good luck with your tax refund.